My young and the restless and my bold and the beautiful fans, happy new year 2024. I hope you had a great holiday season. We are back on track, but we got to talk about some possible couple sightings coming up in this next year. We got quite a few to unpack in this video, so you know what? Without any further ado, let's talk about it. But before we do, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Make sure you like the video and make sure you drop a comment down in the comment section below here on CBS Soap Dish Recap. So without further ado, we're going to talk about the Young and the Restless first. So our first Young and the Restless coupling that we're going to talk about, which has already been a couple before, but they crashed and burned in 2023. Looked like they started to make a comeback at the end, the very end of 2023, especially if you watched the January 2nd episode. Yeah, Adam and Sally spent New Year's Eve together. So it looked like they are slowly getting back into their so-called relationship. You know me, I pretty much had wrote them off after everything that happened with Nicholas last year. But it looked like in 2024, they're making a comeback as a couple, it seems. So I guess I'm interested in seeing where these two go. I was rooting for them for a very long time until they threw Nick in the middle of this, and then I was like, forget about it. But look like for 2024, Adam and Sally is making a comeback. So we got to see how their storyline unfolds this new year. Now, this particular couple, Danny and Christine. Christine, I don't even know if her divorce is final yet, but with regards to Danny, it looked like these two are going to be moving forward. At the very tail end of 2023, it looked like Daniel has made his decision to kind of pursue things with Christine in the future, which of course we'll see more of that in 2024. Now, me, myself, I could take it or leave it with this couple. I do know that there's some old school Danny and Christine fans out there. So, of course, this couple is up for them to enjoy. But look like at the tail end, they kind of solidified where they want to go, which, of course, this coupling is moving into 2024. Like father, like son. Daniel and Heather is another couple that look like they may be on the horizon for 2024 as well. As they say, when the cat's away, the mice will play. Well, Lily is away taking care of daughter Maddie. Well, Heather, yes, she saw her way in as an opportunity. We saw what happened on that couch, falling asleep. She fell asleep on him, woke up to a kiss, and it looked like Daniel was actually into that kiss a little bit. So we know there's a triangle forming, and the fact that Lucy took a picture of them while they were laying together sleeping on the couch. So, oh yeah, that is a recipe for drama when it comes to Soap World. But it's also a recipe for maybe a new coupling when it comes to these two. These two got history. They have been together. They raised Lucy together, and then of course they had a separation. They weren't married, but they still obviously have feelings for each other, especially since Heather see Daniel in a better place in his life at this point, and they could be one big happy family. So this is definitely a potential couple in 2024. So now this one is a possible one for 2024 as well, Victoria and Cole. Now these two were passionately in love with each other 25 years ago. She was pregnant with his child, and of course we know the story of baby Eve supposedly being unalived. Well, fast forward 25 years, there is Claire. And with Claire, come to find out, with all of the shenanigans with Aunt Jordan, yep, it's a girl for Victoria and Cole. Could it also mean a coupling for Victoria and Cole? We know that things seem to be over when it comes to her and Nate. So, hey, Cole, Victoria might bond a little bit closer together as they try to help rehabilitate their daughter Claire. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to form a little bit of a romance with these two this upcoming year. And you know what? I'm curious to find out myself, so we got to stay tuned. So, this couple right here, everyone seems to be rooting for, as much as folks on Bold were rooting for Thomas and Hope. And with this particular couple, Summer and Chance, oh yeah, I think they would be hot, hot, hot. Summer is single, solo, dolo, and Chance is in a situationship with Sharon. However, things don't seem to be moving as well, especially with that concert that Sharon missed out upon. You know what? Summer was able to go as Chance's date. And of course, there were some vibes. Now, what's interesting is that this has been a slow burn, more of Summer having some interest from what we've seen on screen. Well, this upcoming week is going to be very interesting. If you haven't seen the spoilers for the week of January 1st through January 5th, oh yeah, we see Summer asking Sharon, do you love this man? We also know, as a spoiler teaser for this week, Chance is going to be making some confessions to Sharon, and then Sharon has to make some decisions on Friday that could affect her future. I don't think that's about business. I'm hoping it's about this. Let Chance go so we can see in 2024 what this romance could look like for Chance and Summer. Now, this is another hot potential for 2024, none other than Tucker and Phyllis, Summer's mom. Now, the interesting thing about these two is that they're both outcast right now. Nobody wants to pretty much be bothered with them. I mean, Phyllis, she do have her kids. Tucker pretty much has no one, unless you want to include Audra. But we have been kind of rooting for these two. I think they would actually, put a little spice on the screen. We know Phyllis, gorgeous Michelle Stafford, would definitely rock this particular character with Tucker. And Tucker, oh yeah, Tucker will be tuckering as he usually do. So I am open to this coupling for this new year. We actually seen that kiss that happened. And then we also saw Tucker text her saying, hey, if you still want to have that drink, let's have that drink. So yeah, I'm interested to see if they can progress this couple, Tucker and Phyllis, in 2024. So now let's move on to the bold and the beautiful. So for our first couple, if you probably recognize that ring, that was Thomas' proposal to none other than Hope Logan. We know that we have absolutely been loving Thope. As we know, we can take this as far back as May of last year, where she was having those disco 1980s fantasies. Then, of course, Thope week that we got in July, the week of July 10th, where we got 4 whole days. Of course, it was 12 hours for them, spending some time, some very intimate time, over at Thomas Forrester's new home. Well, fast forward past the Eric storyline. Now we're back on track, and we got a proposal that happened last week. Now, where there is a spoiler coming up this week where it states that she is going to surprise everyone with her answer about that proposal. And who knows? They could have thrown us for a curveball, but in my opinion, it seems that if she says no, it wouldn't be a surprise. If she said yes, oh, it would shock Forrester Creations. So, even though they've been a couple, could they be a potential married couple? Now, there's a lot of different other facets going on in the background. This whole situation with Finn trying to be Captain Save-'em. And then this situation with Xander when he dropped that bombshell to Finn. Yeah, so I don't know, but it's definitely something to look forward to see where these two go next in 2024. Next up, where is She-Con? Because the last thing we remember with Sheila and Deacon was a proposal. And he almost lost his whole family, especially his daughter and his granddaughter, because Hope put an ultimatum on that table. And on the flip side, Deacon said, no, I want to be with nine-toed Sheila, and I'll keep her away from you guys. And so far, it's working. We haven't seen Sheila in over a month. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're finally going to get married. They're going to let everybody know about the fact that they're engaged. We haven't seen them in a while, but I'm sure they'll be back, and I'm looking forward to finding out because this is my second best couple on this show, She-Con, outside of Dope. So I'm looking forward to see where these two little misfits go with their relationship in 2024. Now, this couple has been way in the background. We haven't seen much of them at all. And I know that Carter, the actor that plays Carter, has been doing some of the writing for the show. So, of course, we haven't seen him. However, I did see a little candid video on Instagram that we might get a little bit more of Katie and Carter this year in 2024. Now, I don't mind seeing Carter without his shirt and all those abs. Oh, yeah, I would be more than happy to see that. Am I interested in this coupling? I don't know. But I know that there are some Carter and Katie fans out there. And hey, Carter need a love interest. He's been trying to search and search and search. He finally got one, and there she is. And she's loving all his attention because she's used to have to splitting her attention with Brooke. She ain't got to worry about that with Carter. So maybe, just maybe, we'll get a lot more based on the little hints that he was giving on Instagram of Katie and Carter in 2024. Let's talk about some young blooming love in regards to none other than Zende and Luna. Now, also in that same candid video on Instagram, he kind of gave hints about, hey, he needs to, as part of his New Year's resolution, not chase after his cousin's girlfriend. Well, it looks like we might have a little bit of that happening because it looks like Luna might flip the script on RJ. And I don't mean to flip the script on our show, even though I probably would have loved to flip the script on the whole RJ and Luna thing because it's just not, it's not vibing with me. However, I would like to see Zende and Luna. So this is going to be interesting. It's obviously probably going to start out as a triangle, but the question is, who is Luna going to pick? You know what? For 2024, I'm hoping it is Zende. So we got to stay on the lookout for Zende and Luna. Now, you probably say, hey, why is Steffi and Liam on my screen when Steffi's married to Finn? Well, there's a lot of moving parts going on. Number one, the two kisses are out there, which you probably see on screen here with Steffi and Liam, not only in Rome, but back at home. The other issue is that, according to the spoilers this upcoming week, there's going to be a little bit of a tiff when it comes with Steffi and her current husband, Finn, because Finn is going to be so torn between what Xander told him and the explanation that his own wife tells him. Now, of course, Steffi probably going to be like, wait a minute, you going to believe a perfect stranger over your own wife? And she's also this week supposedly get defensive about her brother. Yeah. This is going to be a little bit of tension between these two. And of course, little puke waffle boy Liam is going to be waiting in the wings to see the fallout from this, And again, those two kisses are out there. So on the flip side, if Finn find out about that as well, that could also lob a grenade in that relationship, which of course leave her available for none other than Liam. So I'm wondering if this is a possibility that these two might just end up back together again. And of course, the Steam fans will be overjoyed. So we got to see if this is something that could happen in 2024. Now let's talk about another Spencer, Dollar Bill Spencer, as we had this teasing of a storyline that kind of dropped off at the end of November 2023 when it comes to Bill, Luna, and Poppy. And it kind of gave a few hints that maybe Bill Spencer might have a daughter when it comes to Luna, because he definitely recognizes Poppy. At least a little bit, but she recognized him. She was looking at her head down like, please don't recognize me. Well, what's interesting, fast forward to January 2024, this week, Bill and Poppy is going on a date. Now, my question is, how did all that happen? At first, they didn't recognize each other, or so they say, and now they're going on a date, and that's going to happen this week, the week of January 1st through the 5th. So, yeah, I am definitely interested in this storyline. Lee is probably going to have a conniption because she wants that girl and her daughter gone out of LA. So yeah, this is going to make a great storyline. Plus, we get Don Diamond back, and to have him with a new love outside of Brooke and Katie, I'm looking forward to this one in 2024. And finally, before we close out this video, I don't think this is going to happen. This is just me having wishful thinking. If that whole thing implode with Finn and Steffi, I would be open to Bridget and Finn. We saw a lot of chemistry during the whole Eric deathbed storyline where, she was talking about how great he is and he was rubbing down her back a little bit. They had this connection across the surgical table for a moment, and yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. It looked like a chem test to me. What about you guys? So I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't know if that can happen because I don't know how long Ashley is going to be playing Bridget. So we got to stay tuned for this and all of the other couples from both The Young and the Restless and The Bold and the Beautiful coming up in this year. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this little standalone video, kind of giving a little bit of predictions and hopefuls for couples coming up from both shows in this new year. Drop your thoughts and comments about these couples down in the comment section below. Make sure you like the video as well, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Turn your notifications on so you're notified every time I post a video. And until the next one, we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.